Welcome back to Max Quester Plays Strange Horticulture, in what might be the final episode of this series with how things have been shaping up. These might be the last 2 days. Let's find out first where the clue of the tarot cards are taking us. To the east of the castle, across the river, and through the mountain pass to Grandma's house we go. I'm sorry, it grows at the edge of the wood. Well, let's see. Here? Nope, not there. We almost got it, though. Call the next person. Verona. You're just one of the people I would love to see. It is time. The servant is on the move again. It's time to act. Meet me at the ritual site. I hope for all our sakes that you've been able to track down all the plants we need. Oh, about that... I do yet to know for sure. That is a very wonderful question. Okay, to the east of the castle. It grows at the edge of the wood. Oh, wait. Through the mountain pass. It grows at the edge of the wood. Nothing here. Ooh, boy. Wait, what? We must act before it is too late. Gather the plants and meet me at the ritual site. Oh, perhaps this is exactly at the end. Well, perhaps there's another castle. Mooncaster Castle, where? How many other castles are there? Definitely not that one. That was way too far. Secret castle? How about this one? Here we go. The trees sway effortlessly in the cool breeze. A low hum of crickets chirping rides the wind. A sense of calm washes over me, and I'm rewarded with a new find. Oh, that must be it. I'm going to take a wild guess and say that's the snare. Our bell is gone. She literally took the bell. Well, this will definitely be the final answer, and then it sounds like... Well then, we have 5 plants to get. And we must have them, or else we couldn't be able to proceed. Let us make sure of these first. Firstly, the corpse friend. A reminder. Corpse friend. Corpse friend. Rilla? Cotton, slowly eaten alive by a large specimen of the Tauren, revered in the cult's Tauren stem, reveals pentagonal symmetry. But before we do that, I just want to take a look here. Sharp thorns grow along the upper. Yeah, that probably might be it. Just let me put a thing here. Yeah, carnivorous Tauren. Yeah, odds are. He was caught and slowly eaten by a large specimen of the Tauren. Yeah, I had a funny feeling. Okay, moving on from there. Let's see. We are looking for Corpse's Friend. Corpse's Friend. Devil's Night Trap. That's the one that we did have a feeling that we knew about. This one. That's the one we suspected because it's got the sharp looking... It's got like the... It's like the leaves that kind of look like a Damascus steel-ish kind of thing, at least on paper. There. It has a soft aroma that reminds me of a pine forest. Number 1. Devil's Nightcap. Number 2. The Ankle Grabber, the Binder. We don't need to go searching for that one. That one would be Swift Snare. The Binder, Ankle Grabber. Gee, I wonder which one it could possibly be. There are several of the names given to this plant that may give some clue as to its properties. Once ensnared, it is impossible to extricate without one help. Swiftnare has small, heart-shaped leaves. It moves fast for a plant. Swift Snare. Number 2. Number 3. Third is the Fear Bringer. The Golden Jabbar? The Little Death? No, who knows. The Fear Bringer. Who's there? Tell the truth when eaten. That's an interesting one. Do I have any of that? That would be a nice one to have, wouldn't it? I think that might be this. The Sparsely Petaled Pale Flower. Sparsely Petaled Pale Flower. Sparsely Petaled? I don't think I have any of that. Apparently 66. That is an interesting sounding plant. Must be that one if you ask me, but whatever. Anyways, umbrella. So we're looking for the Fear Bringer. Fear Bringer. I know one of these. Well, obviously one of them have to be. Definitely not that one. That's quite the opposite. Grantium, definitely not that one. Ember Soul. And Dendra's Miami. Wait a minute. Last is to secure the Black Blood's reversed, aka Elder Finium. That's the petals of this flower can be brewed to create an antidote to Dendra's miasma. That's the one we really would like to have as well. So let's go ahead and grab that. Which one is Elder Finium? I think I put it in one of these shelves, didn't I? Is that Solomon's Scepter? Oh, looks similar to Solomon's Scepter. We actually solved this one's looks before. So it looks like that. Better version? Where are you? It looks like Solomon's Scepter. We did find it and label it before. Where did it go? Uh-oh. Might have lost track of this one. Solved it before. Solomon's Scepter. Oh, wait. Elder Finium? It hasn't talked to us. Oh, it's similar to that. The Elder Finium. Okay, that's the last plant. Okay, third is the Fearbringer, and fourth to lift the curse. Which I think I know what the fourth one is. Let's speed that up. Which is fake, is that right? Plant that said have many uses, including the sense of affection. No, it's not that one. Where is this? Yep, this is. Okay. Fearbringer. Winterboar, Wild Coal, Hair of the Dog. No, definitely not that one. Plant, Widow's Woe, said to induce fear, also called Kempfoot Pig. Because of course it would be the one, wouldn't it? Well, we think it's this one. And though, unless there's any other ones. Then the fourth to lift a curse. I remember using a particular plant to break a witch's curse earlier. Doom, pronounced doom, sometimes associated with death. Tips and candles. Swift Snare. Poppy. Bandy, that's for curing memory. Shimmerlong. Purple. Solomon's Scepter. Using witchcraft and other stuff. Not that one. Roagentia. Oh, that was the one who releases the Swift Snare, so keep that one in handy. Red Ebony. Uncover which is hidden. Wren. Presence of certain poisons. Fennet. Brittle. No, not that one. Pennybell. Hallucinogenic properties, nice. Palliance. That's just for sweet breath. Mountain Astery. Nope. Norwood. Lift the Curse. Meek Dew. Mellow Glow. Notice. Maiden Sorrow. Mary's Breath. No. Liverstone Long Veracund? Witch's Remedy. The Long Veracund is believed to lift curses. Specifically, lift curses. We're looking for Long Veracund. Baldry, Gandy Root. Long Veracund. We have our 5 plants. And order. We have a ritual spot just beneath where to find that tree. It's time to go. The small stone. Ooh, everything's going much more in anticipation now. A small stone shrine sits off the one side of the clearing. 5 grooves run out from the center of the stone, widening into recesses at the base. 5 slots for 5 plants. First, the Devil's Nightcap. Then, the Swift Snare. The Widow's Woe. The Long Veracund and the Elephant. Bring them together. Well done! I will take it from here. Okay, that's a very... I stand back and watch as Verona walks around the shrine, muttering soft incantations. It feels like a long time passes before she looks up, but in reality, it was perhaps only 10 minutes. Nothing's happening. What do you mean nothing's happening? Have we got the right plants? I think so. Perhaps we just need to be patient? A loud noise behind us makes us all jump. Turning around, I see something that makes my blood run cold. The woman in the jade mask is walking calmly and slowly towards us from the other side of the clearing. Behind her, standing tall and terrifying, is the black silhouette of the servant. That's the servant? Oh my gosh, for some reason I thought it was gonna look like a plant. But I guess it's more entish. What was that about being patient? I think we're out of time. Do not be afraid. I am here to surrender willingly. The servant cannot be allowed to... Arrgh! Thea Ward. We actually got a name that time. The creature lunges forward and brings a huge arm, scything toward her. Her scream pierces the cold air, and she drops to her knees, clutching her head. But the blow seems to have glanced off to one side as it comes hurtling down, and the beast's claw ends up embedded in the dirt instead of the woman's back. I can't hold it back much longer. You need this! She throws a small vial of red liquid, which Reuben deftly catches and holds up to the light. Blood. Quickly, I know what to do. Verona grabs the vial and fumbles to get the stopper out as she turns back to the shrine. The servant has its huge arm free again, and is slowly advancing with strange, jerking movements. Verona pours the blood into a small cavity in the shrine, and everything seems to happen at once. A pillar of bright white light launches out of the shrine towards the servant and hits it in the chest. The huge beast shrieks and staggers backwards, drowning out the screams of the woman in the jade mask, who is clutching her head and writhing in agony on the ground. Whoa! Bright light! Bright light! There is an almighty thunderclap and a blinding flash of light, and suddenly, the servant is gone. Patch of charred ground smolders where it stood just moments before. My head is spinning at what just happened. Did it work? Have we defeated the servant? Friday. With the dust settled and the servant vanquished, I have been able to reflect on the events of the last few weeks. We were fortunate that Thea was able to stay in control of the beast for as long as she did. Who can say what would have happened if she was unable to prevent it causing the destruction it craved? Undermere has never felt so jubilant, so full of life. All the nervous tension that had built up evaporated in an instant, and the people had plowed enough energies in the celebration and merriment. They do not know that the whole truth, of course, course, that Thea, the woman in the jade mask, was the one who summoned the servant. I promised Reuben that I would leave it to him to unravel that mess. She is his daughter, after all. I had a funky feeling near the beginning that could have been the case, because there was a mention about drinking, a drinking father and a dead mother at some point. I had a small suspicion. And as for myself, well, I'm back in the calm of strange horticulture, of course, with Hellebore for company. It's quiet around here, but I am content, and there are always more plants to learn about and discover. The Sleeping Dendew. It is done. The servant can go back to being a dark story for dusty shelves. The end. Ending 2, Elder Finium. So yes, there are multiple endings to the game with various different results. Let's see. Reuben Ward, the investigator, attempting to reconnect with his daughter, Verona, a cult scholar. She regularly visits you for advice. You have become firm friends. In hiding, Enos Aelford has not been seen since the defeat of the servant. There are rumors he is living in Rydal Cave once again. Forrest Vare, wounded. Both his body and his pride have been damaged, but he lives. Deceased, Bethany Coleman, killed by the servant. Faye Swift, she has not dreamed of the servant since she performed the ritual. Thea Ward, in hiding, the woman in the jade mask. Ashamed of her actions that caused so much pain and death, it is unlikely she will ever fully recover from the trauma. Isidore Burbridge, the barrister, alive, currently pursuing legal action against strange horticulture. Yeah, about that. Bad Viking, game by Rob and John Donkin. Well, that was quite a game. A very strange game, one might say. I loved it. I really enjoy this kind of game where you're solving the item that you have and then solving the purpose for the item. And you can very easily keep track of everything and labeled. Love it. Love it very much. It gives a bit of a I wanted to say Outer Wilds vibe towards, but I'll pretty much say that anything that takes notes for you. Well, that's the game. And that has been quite an ending as well. We defeated that Dendew, but I do wonder if we could have gotten a better one. Perhaps another time. Perhaps on a stream. But for now then, as we let these credits play, this has been Max Quester, and this has been Strange Horticulture. Stay tuned for future videos, as we will soon be playing the sequel that recently came out from this point. Secret Strange Antiquities. I will see you then. For now, have a like, comment, and subscribe. I thank you for joining me. Farewell. But wait, there's more. But wait, there's more. Have you ever heard of the Monastery of the Black Veil? I think it would interest you. I learned of it from a man from Ravenglass. If you're ever in that part of the world, you should ask him about your own street. It's good to see you too, Hellebore. It has been a while. You seem as relaxed as ever, though. Nothing ever phases you, does it? I must admit, I've been buried in all my books and seem to have missed all the excitement. I hear you and your plants had a part to play, though. I've been collecting some information on a selection of plants for a little book I'm putting together. I was hoping you could help me finish identifying all these plants. Let's start with the Moonlight Flower, Bella Nox. I have always loved that one. Seems like we're not quite done. We've got more to play, it seems. I think it would interest you. I learned of it in a man from Ravenglass. If you're ever in that part of the world, you should ask him about it. He owns the Horseshoe Inn on Main Street. Ravenglass. 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 I am met by a man with a thick black beard and kind eyes who is delighted to have found a willing ear to listen to his stories. You won't find the monastery of the Black Veil marked on any map, and they don't want to be found. The monastery was on the edge of a wood, I remember that much. We must have been heading west because I could feel the sun on my face and it was evening. We crossed 2 rivers, then we followed the river for a while. I could hear it to my left as we traveled. They left me here in Ravenglass and I've stayed ever since. As I turn to leave, he adds, "Here, if you're serious about going, you'd better have this." Elixir of the Black Veil. Perhaps we're not quite done. Perhaps there's a bit more to go. Well, let's solve this mystery as well. We have several more plants to go. 17, it looks like, exactly. Let's get to work, shall we? We have an elixir to work on. Leaf of Storian, dark flower of the tomb, and the stench of twilight. Oh, I know where one of those flowers might be. Or what it may be. You won't find the monastery of the Black Veil marked on the map. Okay. I remember that much. We must have been heading west. Let's see. The monastery was on an edge of a wood. Left as we traveled. Crossed 2 rivers. They left him here at Ravenglass. So Ravenglass would have been the last part. If we retrace the steps, we cross 2 rivers. It's either this way or that way. More likely this way. We follow the riverbank for a while. Follow the riverbank. I could hear it at our left as we traveled. So that means they went up. So that would mean it would put them on their west on the riverbank. Ah, well if they were here. So that means that they had blinded him during the time, it sounds like. So they crossed over, turned, put the river to their west, and covered it until we got to Ravenglass. That's actually a pretty sneaky route. Okay. We crossed 2 rivers, so this side. We must have been heading west, which means now we're going east. Feel the sun on my face and it was evening. Torverish? The monastery was on the edge of a woods. So it's around this area, I suspect. Why did I come here? I don't know. Oh well. Bella Nox. We also have another clue. Well, while that's recovering, let's go ahead and take a look at here. Oops, can't get a little too much. I suspect that the triangle's a mountain, and circles, of course, being places. Ooh, I found it. Here. Arnside Mythip, which would mean there. So we will go there, our next stop. Before we do that, let's find another plant. Bella Nox. We don't have Bella Nox at all, do we? We do not appear to have the Bella Nox available. Well, while we're waiting for that to come back, let's see if we've got the tomb. Pronounced tomb. This power is something associated with death. Tomb is used as a fragrance in soaps and candles. Let's see. Like sweet rhubarb. This to the side here. Maybe this one? Somewhat pungent. Kind of looks like those a little bit. Well, at least we know we had those plants all right. I have a suspicion of what those ones might be, but let's go ahead and finish this one out. So let's see. 1, 2, there. The sun is low in the sky. I'm tired after a long day. I have earned this reward. Ooh, that's a... That is the other plant I was thinking of. Not doom, but yeah, I think I know what that plant exactly is. Let's see. I'm thinking this one might be doom. It smells like sweet rhubarb. I mean, if I had to put one to it, usually bringing soaps and candles. I'm gonna put a label on it, but I suspect it may be wrong. So I'll put it a little more to the left. I think ones that I'm gonna be hesitant on that I have personally labeled, I'll put to the left. Bella Knox. Wait a minute. Is Bella Knox? Wait, start with the Moonlight Flower. Bella Knox. I've always loved that one. Violet Lupotia? Oh. Well, maybe we'll have to find this Twilight place in order to find it. Alright, here we go again. Cross 2 rivers. Sorry, I remember that much. We must have been heading west. Wait. They don't want to be found. The monastery was on the edge of woods. I remember that much. We must have been heading west because I could feel the sun on my face and it was evening. We crossed 2 rivers, then we followed the river for a while. I could hear us from my west. They left me here in Raverglass and I stayed ever since. Well, I could... It's either going backwards, or I follow these directions entirely. Rivers... Maybe I am thinking too hard on this. We must have been heading west. I'm gonna try this spot purely because maybe I'm overthinking it. Nope, overthinking it again. Pretty sure we don't have the entry. Yeah, it's rough as we don't have the entry for it, so we don't know what it looks like. We don't even know if we have the right plan. But it looks like that we will be continuing on, as it were. But yes, I am going to be playing that sequel very soon. But I got to finish this. We have more. Let's see. Now, wait a minute. It's because they followed the bank. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, if they followed it. Maybe here? Try this one. Found it. The 3 figures, their faces hidden behind black coverings, come out to meet me. The figure on the left speaks first. The monks of the Black Veil know of the Horticulture. Then the one in the center of this group adds, they will share their knowledge if they receive the payment. The final member of the trio stays silent. Okay. Leaf of Storian. What is that? The stench of twilight. Well, I remember this one. This one's Lyle of Neptune. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? That's Lyle of Neptune. Which even makes sense with the look of it. Okay. Stench of Twilight. Darker flowers. Scent. Unpleasant scent. What am I really looking for? I'm not sure. But the Leaf of Storian. So we're gonna have to look through all these again. Well, you know what? I think that this actually is a good place to pause, since we have done quite a bit, and we have more to solve. But you know what? It looks like this is not over yet. So, I will see you back here again next time on Strange Horticulture. This has been Max Quester. I will see you next episode. Keep questing. Bye.